I believe what a guy says when the red hot spotlight is not on him. And he's made it very clear who he is. It's shocking to me. He may be the mayor, but they should know you're voting for socialist.
Let's watch Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy absolutely destroy socialist New York City mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani.
Okay.
I didn't take it.
Next one. Well, this is an issue close to my heart and yours too, maybe. Young people are driving Mamdani's, you know the guy Mamdani, you know him.
Of course.
Driving the momentum here to be the mayor of New York City. Barstool operates in the city, and you've got a lot of youngsters working for you. What do you think of Mamdani's campaign? Because, look, I think it's anti-Semitic and it's socialist. But I also think he's going to win, Dave.
Well, if all of the other guys don't draw, if they split the vote, Adams and Cuomo and the Republican, I think this is one of the worst, scariest candidates. He calls himself a democratic socialist. He's not. He's a socialist. He's closer to a communist. He said it. He's on the record saying he wants to put as many socialists in power so he can seize the means of production. This guy, to me, hates the American dream.
I just say, what I think of Mamdani is very much like what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has become, self-proclaimed democratic socialist, but this is a guy whose parents are very wealthy. His mom was like a Bollywood, like famous director of movies in India. His dad is a professor at Columbia, I believe, of socialist economic theory, Marxist theory. So certainly ideological, he has that socialism in him, but this is not a true blue, like, seize the means of production, like everybody live kumbaya together. He still, benefited from being rich. And I think what's going to happen, and Stu Varney says he thinks he's going to win. I agree he's going to win. Curtis Sliwa, Eric Adams, Andrew Cuomo, they're going to split the normal people's vote, the rational vote. And I think Mamdani is going to win. And I don't think he's going to accomplish much of these socialist goals. I think these socialists are going to end up disappointed in him, much like AOC, sort of aligning with the Democratic Party establishment. I mean, you're already seeing him. He met with business leaders in New York. He's kind of trying to, I think, court the establishment approval at the moment. And that's what I think is going to happen. But we're going to have to see, right?
Hates what made this country great. Yeah. He hates capitalism. He wants a fundamental shift in what has built this company, and he doesn't really particularly hide it. He's also somebody who believes crime is basically a social construct. He's quick to side with terrorists, like the Boston Marathon bombing. I was in Boston. His first reaction to that is, how did the police not read this guy the Miranda Acts when he's sitting in a boat? Not about the people he killed. This is somebody in a city, and I honestly believe this. This is a city where 9/11 happened. He'd be quicker to blame the finance people in the building than the people who flew the planes into the building. Like, that's how he thinks. He's always looking at the criminals as basically the injustice. It is crazy to me that he's there. But hey, this is a democracy. If New York City wants to put him in power, but you should know who he is. Right. He says, defund the police, defund the police, defund the police. I believe what a guy says when the red hot spotlight is not on him. And he's made it very clear who he is. It's shocking to me. He may be the mayor, but they should know you're voting for socialist.
But he got it from his father, who's a professor
100%.
at Columbia University. And we've just found out that a few years ago, his father, the professor at Columbia, was defending suicide bombing. Can you believe such a thing?
Yes, I saw that.
He's going to run New York?
It's crazy. And the thing about, which on a bigger level,
it is crazy. And the stuff he said about the Boston bombing, I mean, read the guy his Miranda rights while he's hiding in a boat after blowing up a parade and killing a bunch of people. It's absurd. I will be interested to see. I mean, you're seeing now he's sort of, there's a lot of pressure on him from both sides, from Republicans and rational people on the right, and from the closer to center Democrats, not the far left, but sort of the establishment Democrats, to say, hey, you've tweeted globalize the intifada. Can you reverse that? Can you say that that's not okay? And I believe it was today, after weeks of people asking him he's like, I think I would discourage people from saying that. Didn't go so far as to say condemn the phrase, but just kind of said, yeah, I think that was probably, I think now he's in his politician mode, whereas I don't now agree with Dave Portnoy that he would, if 9/11 happened again tomorrow, Zohran Mamdani would blame the bankers. I think he is, despite himself, despite his policies, despite what I think is going to be a negative direction for New York City. I mean, who's going to pay for socialized grocery stores. It's a terrible idea. I do think that he's going to become essentially an establishment Democrat candidate, but we'll see. Could be wrong.
Mamdani's parents are both immigrants who came to the United States and built a great life for themselves. United States is still the number one country that immigrants would love to come to. Where do you
100%.
want to move to? America. And then you have immigrants who want to change the very fabric of what has made this country so successful. I saw the suicide bombing. That's why I'm not exaggerating about the 9/11. He tweeted that about the Boston Marathon bombing. What police officer in New York City in their right mind would want to work for the NYPD with this guy as the mayor when if there's looting, there's crime, there's violence?
And I will say this, I have done reporting on this. I've spoken to police officers in New York City off the record, would not, or on background, wouldn't agree to publicize their names for obvious reasons, but they're not happy with Mamdani, potential Mayor Mamdani. He's saying things like, oh, I'm going to slash the New York police overtime budget, and they're going to love it. They're going to be happy because they don't have to work forced overtime. Completely untrue. Maybe, I don't know if any cop has told them that, but if any has, it's the minority, because the majority of them are saying, we need this overtime to pay for, the insane cost of living standards in New York. We need this overtime to feed our families. We don't want it taken away from us. We don't want our budget minimized and being given to like a department of mental health and social services, and you send out a mental health counselor to a potential crisis. That's going to be, if that policy ends up taking place, within the first 30 high-risk incidences that they send a mental health counselor in lieu of a police officer, not in tandem, but by itself, something bad is going to happen. Somebody's going to get stabbed. Somebody's going to get shot. Somebody's going to get, fucking poked with a needle. It's a bad policy. We'll keep going.
Violence, he is going to take their side 100% of the time. He doesn't believe in crime. He thinks it's a social construct. Yeah. So it's a very scary time.
With you.
And who are these kids who are voting for him? He's 33 years old. He's never had a real job. The people who are voting for him have never had a real job. By the way, Stuart, I have no problem with I want affordable housing, affordable health care, affordable groceries, but you want to tax billionaires and rich people, and then you basically in the same breath will say, we don't like you. Yeah. We want you gone. Yeah. We don't think you're the right people. Well, why would you want to give this money to him to run? He's openly saying he hates America in the capitalist way and wants to change the whole thing. It is.
Yeah, it's awful.
Obviously, I'm passionate about it. I can't believe that this guy may be the mayor of New York City.
I think you have to believe it, Dave, because I think he's going to win. That's the way it looks to me at this moment.
I think he is too.
Dave,
I think he's going to win too. Just to hit on a point that Dave made at the end, where they're sort of condemning the millionaires and billionaires of New York. They're leaving. I mean, Kathy Hochul, governor of New York, who, first of all, Mamdani's going to have to play ball with as the mayor. He's not going to be able to do any of these policies without the approval of Albany. Kathy Hochul has been sort of on the record saying, well, I don't agree with the things he's saying because I don't want to lose more of our tax base to Palm Beach. And that's exactly what's happening. Wealthy people are fleeing New York in droves. And I live in New Jersey. I'm in New York all the time. I go there to do reporting. I go there to meet friends. The city it's a little dicey. I don't know if it's as bad as some people may make it out to be, but it's pretty dirty. I mean, the cost of living is insane. You cannot live in New York on an average salary, and these are all problems that Mamdani has benefited from because things are so bad in some respects that he has to. The things he's offering are falling on ears that are open to it because things are bad. On the other side of that coin, though, I mean, you're driving out everyone, all the tax base, all the rich people who are paying for public services for the buses that he wants to make free. You're going to end up screwed. Your repository, your tax base, your money. There's going to be no money to pay for things if everybody leaves. Dave Portnoy, passionate as ever. I'd be curious to hear your guys' thoughts on who you would like to see maybe drop out and sort of consolidate the center-right and center-left votes against Mamdani. Do you like Curtis Lewa, the Republican candidate? Do you think he should drop out for Mayor Adams? Mayor Adams is a Democrat, but I think if you look at the job he's done, he's a pro-police candidate. He's former police commissioner. Crime is actually down in the city. One of the few things I think has improved in the past 10 years. You can't do worse than Bill de Blasio did. Let me know if you like Andrew Cuomo. I think you'd be crazy if you do, but you're entitled to that opinion. Who do you want to see the rest of the normal people of New York throw their weight behind and go against Mamdani? Is it Sliwa? Is it Adams? Is it Cuomo? Let us know in the comments. Do me a favor. Drop this video a like. If you haven't subscribed to Media Madness yet, I don't know what you're doing, but you should do so right now. Share this video with your friends if you're seeing it on Twitter. Give it a retweet. Send it into DMs. Give us a like. Follow us on Twitter. We'll see you next time.